Hello everybody, it's 11:30 on a Wednesday, the 13th of March. Where have I been? Well, you know me, I disappear for a while and I come back. I actually did a video, but I deleted it because it was like blah, 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 plus I got interrupted. So I just deleted it. Oh, I've been up to Bundaberg. I had to go and help my granddaughter sort out her unit, which everything worked out fine there. She can keep it for a bit longer, which is great, but we took a big, huge cull and clean. Now her ex has left so much rubbish there. So it was a couple of trips to the dump. We arrived there on the Sunday of the previous Sunday week ago. Not last Sunday, the Sunday before. And it was so humid, so hot. We were all so exhausted. And everything was just very overwhelming because we came into the biggest mess. Her ex had just put a new fridge in there and taken the old fridge out and left it on the veranda and left food in it. And it was just horrible, 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 horrible state of affairs. It's all good now. We can go up there and relax next time because it's all nice and clean and tidy, except for his stuff, which will get moved when she moves out by the Houso people. But yeah, that's where I was up last week. So that was the first couple of days of just go, 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 exhaustion, cleaning, and tossing all the stuff, and the humidity was just yeah, I was bright red in the face. But anyway, that got done. But on the Tuesday when she went to borrow her friend's trailer, she had a young girl that decided to go in front of her at the traffic lights and hit our car. So that was the first, that's the next thing in our dramatic life. Now, I hate this channel, my channel, for the fact that I started this channel originally just to share my vintage stuff, things I found to resell and all the rest of it. Here we are, talking about personal stuff, and I don't like that. I don't like airing all this stuff, but I know it entertains a lot of people, so I'm going to share it with you. Very, very close to giving up on the channel last week, and I thought, you know what, one day I'll do well with this channel. I hope. The other thought I was going to do was actually cancel this channel altogether and start a new one just for vintage items that I find, because that's my love. That's what I love to do. That's what, that's where my heart is. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, because I haven't been able to go treasure hunting, though I did get a new bolt for my my arm piece was missing off my metal detectors. I had to get a new bolt for that, which is all done now. Just getting the time to get out and do it. This house is quite a mess still. Anyway, what else? I had to write a list because I'd forget otherwise. Go back to the accident. Yes, the young girl, 17-year-old, just out of school with her license. She only had a license. She's 17. She turned 17 in November. Has this beautiful little Mazda, personalised number plates, and decided to take on my granddaughter with her car, with the trailer on the back and the baby and blah blah blah, at traffic lights, because she followed someone else without looking in front of her that she actually had a red light, and forgot that she has to give way to people coming straight ahead, and she's trying to accuse my granddaughter of making the mistake. And but anyway, so we're going through insurance at the moment, and we had to drive back with a hire car, so we've got to go back there in a couple of weeks and get our car back. Our car wasn't too badly damaged. Her car was pretty bad. I'll pop the clock photos. This is her car. She hit the front bumper bar of our Isuzu and also the tyre, so she's dented in the mudguard area of our car, so that when you go left it makes a very heavy grating sound. So whether she's just damaged that or whether she's damaged the CV shaft, we don't know yet. Talking about CV shafts, I'm going to be selling my car soon because I've got to get a new CV shaft, and everyone keeps saying just get rid of it. So it's going to be my car. My life hasn't turned out the way I wanted it to since we moved here. It's just been one dead after another. Now, quickly show you, but our bus is still out there because they still haven't been able to come because it's been too wet. So our bus in here yet. I can't even move our bus to go and get its rego check. We're way out of due rego checking because there's a whole heap of gravel right in front of it. So, and he can't come yet because he's so busy. Paid work. I'm like, yeah, well, I paid you like more than half. I think I owe him $700 because I've been madly selling as much as I can jewelry wise just to make the funds to pay him, because I've got this huge power bill as well. My life. Anyway, so anyway, with the accident, that's all sorted. But the other day we got a phone call when we got home saying, oh, she's disputing the thing. So we had to write, my granddaughter had to write a letter of what happened, how it worked out, and a map of where she was and how this other car came straight at her. And there was a guy, actually there's a group in Bundaberg called Worst Drivers or something, Bundaberg's Worst Drivers, Uncensored, and some guy actually made a comment on it saying, oh, I just witnessed a car crash at X Street. Some silly young P-plater just ran into a car. And my granddaughter saw it and said, hey, that was me. She says, yeah, we were sitting on the red. I don't know what she was thinking. She followed someone else through just before you. He had room to go, but she didn't. I don't know what she was thinking. It was definitely red. So we're trying to get a hold of him again to see if he can do an affidavit if we have any more issues. But that's where we're sitting. So I had to borrow money off my daughter to pay for the excess, which is quite expensive because it was an under 25-year-old driving my car. So we've done all that now. So on top of everything else, I got this huge power bill as well the other day, plus the money I owed over here. Still owe 900 on my, actually 700, I just paid 200 on that because I sold a heap of jewellery. And I had this huge power bill, huge power bill, and I'm just struggling at the moment. And then on the way home, or before we got home, the kids had a ball up there. I took 3 of the kids, and the skate park up there is brilliant if you've got kids who love to skate. Bundaberg's got a good skate park, but there's a lot of people there, just stress me out. Yeah, anyway, won't go into that. And she, what was I going to say? Yeah, Mr. 12 came home with a stomach bug. And of all the things I like to share, mostly is always illnesses. Like sharing anything else is a bit of a chore, but when it comes to illnesses, they have to share that. So I'm like downing the cider vinegar. I'm not going to get this bug. Nope, not getting it. Well, he starts to recover, and Miss 17 gets it. So she's sick as a dog, power spewing, all the rest of it. And I'm like, yep, not getting it, downing that, cider vinegar still. And the following day, Mr. 15 gets it. He just turned 15 last week too, by the way. Mr. 14 turned 15, so he's now 15. He got it. So he was really sick. He probably took the longest to get well. And just about an hour or two after he was sick, Miss 21 got really sick as well. She was freaking out for the baby. I said, the baby's fine. She's breastfeeding and she'll be fine. So yeah, she actually, after the accident, she actually went and got herself and her baby checked to make sure everything was fine, and they are. But then that day I'd been having very churny stomach. So I'm downing that cider vinegar well and truly. On the Sunday, we were going to leave this. On the Saturday night, she was so sick. I ended up sleeping on this little cot mattress out in the lounge room because I didn't want to disturb anyone. I knew she'd be up and down like a yo-yo. She was up and down, her and Mr. 15, up and down to the toilet all night long, poor things. And I'd been feeling queasy most of the day, but I kept downing that cider vinegar, and it probably didn't work a fair bit because I didn't get as sick as them, but I was sick. The next morning, I thought there's no way she's going to leave on the Sunday. She's going to stay. But I thought I had a dental appointment for Mr. 12 yesterday. Got the wrong day, didn't I? But anyway, so we left Tuesday, Sunday. We wish we had stayed. Mr. 15 was so sick. I was so sick. I actually ended up being sick in the car in a doggy bag because I think Mr. 15 let one rip, and that was the end for me. I was already feeling sick. Oh, before I'd left, I also got rid of all the cider vinegar I'd had that day. Yeah, that didn't work out well, but I think the cider vinegar helped. I didn't get as bad as they did, but I was sick all the way. And Miss 17 bought a new car. She's got a nice new Prado. Well, not a new Prado. She bought a Prado off a friend. So she drove that, and I drove our car, or our hire car. And we're, contacting each other via phone. The kids were contacting. So sick. We just wish we had stayed because our stomachs were just in knots. And Mr. 15's trying to hold it all together, and I'm like, oh, I feel so sick. And being, it's usually a 6-hour trip if you're not stopping every 5 minutes. We had to stop for rest stops and baby stops and that. But we got to the Sunshine Coast, and it was as slow as all get out. It was probably between 5 to, every now and again it went to 30, but most between 5 and 15 Ks we were going for a good hour. It was horrible. If you ever do that stretch coming south, I don't know if I want to do that again. I think I'm going to have to try and go inland next time home because that's an atrocious little trip there. And there's nowhere to pull over. The baby's screaming. I've got Mr. 15 going, I need a toilet. I'm going, I feel so sick. We eventually found a service station and got back into the horrible road again for a little bit. But anyway, we made it home about 6 o'clock that night. Probably turned into more of a 9-hour trip than a 6-hour trip. But we made it home, and we collapsed pretty quickly. Me and Miss 21, by 8:30 we were out to it. Next morning, woke up feeling very weak and tired, but the nausea was mainly gone. The cramps were all gone, really. So that was good, but it was just a horrible trip. Going up was great. Coming back was horrible. So I've gotten back, and my husband the next day, he had to go up to the Gold Coast. It's another reason we wanted to give him a car that was decent because my personal car is making a really bad grating sound. We don't know if it's the CV shaft or something. We don't know what it is, but I'm done. I'm going to lose money from that car. I know it, but I just can't deal with it. And I've got to fix it before I can sell. I cannot sell broken cars. If I was in a financial position, I'd probably go and trade it in. But Miss 21 has 2 cars now. She's got a Holden and a Prado. So she said I can use one of her cars anytime I want to. So that will save a little bit of rego money and, you know, rego stuff. I just wish someone would bash into it. I don't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, I'm going to end up selling it. So I got home, Old Man Boomer had to go to a specialist. Now I would have gone with him, better be there early, but I was still not feeling 100%, and I'd had slept in after he'd already left on the Gold Coast. So his news isn't great, guys. He has got coronary heart disease. So his one valve, his main valve, is completely blocked, and his other 2 valves are only half blocked. Most, you know, not doing really well. So his cholesterol is not good. And he's fine. We're fine. We're going to have to have it. He's going to possibly have an open heart surgery. So my goal at the moment is to pay off all the small debts as much as I can in case we have to come and try and get another loan to pay for his surgery. So that's what I've been doing, just trying to sell as much as I can. You know, pull the belt in and just get any debts I can. Now, I am still sitting in the mess of a shed because I've been away. I haven't moved any of my boxes. My friend, I don't know if I ever commented about that, she helped me clean up all this area. We've still got a bit to go, but I haven't been to the storage shed since I've been, well, I couldn't. Now I haven't been since I got back, because it's been go. But yeah, that's my life, and I thought I'd just catch up with my life. And while you haven't seen me, and I should have done a video up north, but my headspace and my energy hasn't been there to be able to focus on YouTube. And I mean, if I disappear again, you know, I'm focusing on life rather than things. And if you want to stay in contact, just jump on Facebook. You'll find me there, Nellie Bramble. But I've got a hat on. But I've still got to get this sorted. I've still got to get this wall taken down and turn it into a proper garage. I'll get all this stuff over there. Then I can eventually, when everything starts to settle, if it ever does, because I might end up being a carer for my husband, I'll try and get a shop. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep listing on eBay. Now, with the brooch queens, that's what I've been listing all my jewelry on mainly. I did a bit of sales last night, which was great because I had everything up, sold a heap of stuff quite cheap. But I've been listing stuff on eBay still. I'm only up to about, I think I'm even up to a 200. From my 1,400 items that I had, I think I'm not even up to 200, maybe just getting there. I don't think I am. 200 items on eBay, so it's been a bit slack. For me, it's time. I'm sort of pulled from different areas all the time. So as I keep telling the kids, when I'm focused on something, let me just stay focused. And, you know, if it's only 10 minutes, 5 minutes, just let me finish what I'm doing. Because once I walk away from it, I lose that focus and I'm onto something else, and I need to stay focused. So last night I did 77 items listed on my group. So yeah, if you're not there yet, Brooch Queens on Facebook, please jump over. With eBay, a bit slower, but I've got, you know, that. What have I sold this week on eBay? A few things, but I'll just show you what I've got here. I haven't posted yet. Probably the easiest is this little pillow. I don't think I've made a lot with it. 20 bucks, 25 maybe, I don't know, 28, I can't remember. I'll pop it up here. But I paid 10 for her, and if you remember, I bought her quite a while ago. She's actually about 70 years old. She is herself, and they redid all this cushioning, cleaned it and stuff that people had apparently before. So that I sold that. I sold this, I'll show you that in a sec, this wallet which I bought. Some of you would have seen it if you've been with me long enough. You would have seen it ages ago. It's a Buffalo Girls wallet. It's a stamp. So if you ever see these, grab them. Even if they've got a bit of wear on them. Buffalo Girls. See, it's not even in perfect condition. I mean, I showed all the photos. It's sort of a bit worn. I mean, people like that sort of look. I've got sold it for $195. So keep an eye out for that brand, Buffalo Girls. I think $3 or $4, $5 at the maximum. I think it was only about $4 I paid for that, but I looked at it, I saw it was leather, that always grabs me, and then I looked at the brand, which I'd never heard of, and then I realised, yeah, I had something halfway decent. And then I sold this Bluebird, which I don't think I can get out for you, which I'll show you a photo here. It'll be easier because I've got it packed up already. I just sold that for $40. It sold really good. I think it was $40, really, really fast. As soon as I listed it, basically it was sold. So that's the sort of stuff I want to sell. I've just added a couple of things on my eBay page. I've put some, you know, the Nintendo games from back in the 1980s. Yeah, I just popped up 2 of those. So if you're into that, you have to go on eBay and have a look, but contact me here. if you are interested in it, because we can do a better deal. And I think that's all for now. Mr. 18, Mr. 19 and his partner and his baby have moved out to 25 minutes away. They've got their own little space there, which is great. My room is nice and tidy upstairs now, because they were living in the lounge room because all down here got wet. And Mr. Little Bird, a big bird, we call him Bird, my great-grandson, he's actually stayed the night. Miss 17 wanted to babysit him, like look after him for the night. She decided when she woke up, first thing she messaged me was, I'm never having children, which is great. But at the moment, she's still got 12 puppies. If anyone in the local area who watches me needs a puppy, wants a puppy, please come and take some puppies off my hands. If I remember, I'll pop some photos over. They're really cute, but 12 puppies. She's got homes for 4 of them at the moment. So I'm going to get rid of 12 puppies. They're going to be, I think they're about 4 weeks old now. But I'll show you some photos in a second of those too. With anything else, I have not done any of my gardening. I've done, I actually feel so overwhelmed because there's so much stuff I've got to get done. And again, it's just not being focused on one thing. It's my brain's just being scattered. I'm waiting for the guys to come and layer my yard so I can put some turf down so I'm not getting dirt upstairs all the time. If my Laura was here, my daughter was here, it'd be all probably already done. But yeah, it's just me trying to get a lot done and not getting it done. Old man Boom is not well enough to do a lot. He's got no energy at all, which is understandable. He does still cook dinner, which thankfully for that, because I really hate cooking dinner. But that's about it. He doesn't do much. Feeds the chooks, and that's about it. It's a horrible thing to be getting older and not healthy. If you're older and healthy, aren't you lucky? I think that's it, guys. I'm going to go now because I think that's enough waffling, and I've caught up with everything I can think of. Last thing I forgot to tell you, last night I'm sitting there eating, well, I started, I was sitting there eating my sandwich. I knew there was something I forgot. And the back of my tooth broke, right there. And it's scratching, it's so sharp, it's actually tearing a hole into my tongue. So if I'm doing a lot of, and I was talking before, that's why, it's quite painful. I've actually had to put my name down on the list of emergency repairs, whether they have to take the tooth out, whether they can actually repair it, because it's sitting quite low to the gum. It's one I had repaired a couple of years ago because it was actually quite deep, the hole, and I put it off for too long because I hate, we all hate, I don't hate dentists, I don't hate them, I hate the feel of them touching my teeth. We all know that, what we do. Don't hate the dentists themselves, it's just the job they've got to do to our mouth. That was the final straw for me last night. I'm going, please let that be the end. I am tired, I'm finished, I don't want any more dramas. Please, now I'm going to go. Bye.